Profit. William Hovey Smith, 2014. Video 1. Ideas for starting your own billion-dollar business.
I'm Hovey Smith, the backyard sportsman, also known as the idea guy. And what I am about today is to tell you about my forthcoming book, which is Profit, and how you may participate. The basic premise of profit is that there is nothing in human experience that cannot be turned to profit by an inventive mind. And that is absolutely true. What this book does is to take the concept of ideas and show you how you can make profitable businesses out of them. Now, we're not talking about little piddling $1,000, $2,000 kind of businesses here. No business is worth doing nowadays if it doesn't have the potential of generating at least $1 million. Oh, now that's serious money. Okay, now how do I come off writing this book? Okay, I have been many things in my life. I've been a professional geologist. I've been a military engineer. I am a writer. I produced 15 books, 8 e-books just this year. One softcover last year. I have just completed a year and a half of radio. I've got 350 YouTube videos up. So yeah, I produce things. Well, it came to me in about 1960 that that's what I was. I was an idea guy. Now, I worked for a company, and this company gave badges for people who contributed ideas that were potentially marketable and patentable to the paper industry. Well, this is my cap, and it contains 16 badges. That means I came up with 16 different ideas that might be of use to the paper industry, 2 of which were taken for further development. Yeah. Now, what were these ideas? Well, they were varied. If you have ever picked up a stack of slick magazines like National Geographic's, you found they slipped around like fish. They wanted to go all over the place. Well, one of my ideas for the paper industry was to produce glossy magazines that did not slip around like wet fish. Yeah, okay, so I submitted an idea for that. Another one of these ideas had to do with the plastics industry. Various minerals like kaolin and calcium carbonate in particular are used in fillers in plastics. Well, a problem with calcium carbonate is that when it is used in a plastic container and say something like tomato sauce, which has a high acid content, hits it, it will tend to dissolve and pit the inside of your plastic containers. So subsequently, the containers become more and more difficult to clean. Well, what my concept was to take the mineral dolomite, calcium magnesium carbonate, which is also available as a very white material, finally grind it and use it as a substitute for calcium carbonate and put it in food-grade plastics. This way, the material would not dissolve nearly as rapidly, and the plastic container would stay slick on the inside for an awful long time to come. Wow! Now that's a good, usable, patentable idea. Yet a third had to do with pots. Yeah, things you put plants in. It was my idea that you make a pot liner and that you put expanding clay minerals in this liner which contained nutritive ingredients that were slowly released into the pot. This way you could have, say, your African violets. You could have a particular mix of nutrients, especially for these little violets. Put it in a special pot, put your plant in it, water it. The nutrients would seep into the soil over time, and you never have to fertilize your violets, and you're always sure that your violets had the right amount of nutrients of the right sort and when they needed them. Yeah! Well, none of these ideas were actually taken to patent, so guess what? You can patent them today. Yeah! Any of these ideas are free. What I do in my book, Profit, is I will generate some 100 or more, maybe as many as 300, different marketable ideas to make money. Yeah, you can take them, you can patent them, you can use them. No sweat. What I require is that, yeah, if you make some money, I get a little bit off the top. Yeah, a percent or two. That's all. The rest of it's yours. You take the risk, you take the profit. All right. Now, that is not the most significant part of the book, however. The most significant part of the book is to show you how you can take your own ideas and observations using your own experiences and your own thoughts and make a successful, profitable business out of them. All of us have different experiences. Like me, I've had varied. I've been a lot of places, I've seen a lot of things. All right, so have you. And you can do it too. So that is what profit is all about. Now, there are two ways to get an early look at profit. If you are a book author and you are personally known to me, I have an opportunity for you. You will be able to get an advanced look at profit for the total cost of $20. 20. Yeah! And if you find a topic in profit that you think, yes, yeah, that's something I know something about, I can take this topic, I can write from my own experiences, I can gather case studies, and I can write a usable and useful 200-page book out of this content. Yeah. Now, I'll publish the book. You'll be a co-author. And you will receive 85% of the proceeds brought in by this book. It'll be first published as an ebook, and then if sales let it, then it'll be published as a softcover. And you'll receive 85% of that profit. All right? Then you will have a book under your own name as co-author, and there's nothing that says you can only write one such book. Any number of cars can be hooked to this train. I'm stoking it up right now. I'm firing up the boiler, and you can hitch your car on board, and you can come with me. For example, you may know a lot about 3D printing. Okay? You know other people who have done it, who have made serious money during 3D printing, can put together the case studies. Okay, that's a book on a new technology that can run in the profit series. All right? Maybe you are in fine arts. Okay? Maybe you can understand and know how to produce a piece of fine art that's worth serious money, how to market it, how to sell it. Okay. Show us what you've done. All right? Find other people who have done something similar. Write up their case studies, and you have a book. Yes. Now, I'll edit the book. Yeah. And if it's okay, all right. But once I approve a title, there is a requirement. It has to be finished in 4 months. Boom. 4 months. If you can't finish a 200-page book in 4 months, you either, one, do not know enough about the topic to really write it, or two, were really not serious in the first place. So 4 months, get that book to me, and you got it. All right? Now, what if you're an entrepreneur, and you want an early look about what I have to say? Because I will have ideas in this book that you can run with. Yeah! As soon as you see them, you write out your patent, you send it off to the patent office, you get your trademark, you do all this good stuff, and you have your own company right there. All right? Well, now that's more expensive. Right now, with this first exposure, $500 gets you a look at the book, okay, as I write it. Right now, the introduction and the first 2 chapters are up on this blog. You'll get an early look at that and all subsequent chapters as I write them. As I expose more and more of this book, another video will be produced, and this one will be taken down. And guess what? The entry price increases. The next entry price will be $1,000. The next one beyond that, $2,000. The next one beyond that, $5,000. You get the idea? Yeah! as more of the book is exposed, the more costly it is to get in early and see this. Now, of course, you will all receive a copy of the book when it is completed. Yeah. And when it is completed, the book will be available to everyone in the world for something like $20 for a softcover and much less for ebooks. So, this is how it's going to be done. Now, you'll see this video, and you will see the contact information for me that follows. So, make your donation to PayPal at my website if you're a writer for $20, or if you're an entrepreneur for $500, and I will open the blog for you so you can see the advanced copy as I actually write it. What? Oh, what about me? It pays to vet your folks. Yeah. I mean, who is this guy and what has he done? Is he really serious about all this? Yes, to all of the above. I am. I have a lot of presence online. Yes. You can Google my name, Hovey, H-O-V-E-Y, Smith. You will find links to my 15 books. You'll find links to my radio shows, a year and a half worth, very, very varied content. Some of them business related, most of them outdoor and gun related. All different, all fun. You'll also find some outrageous business ads in there. I usually take a rather harsh view of business, but you will find those ads nonetheless. You'll also find a show on how to start your own outdoor business and 20 YouTube videos already up to show you exactly how to go through every stage of doing it, from coming up with a name to what to do with it after you croak. Whoa! Yeah! All this stuff is up on YouTube right now and accessible to anyone who cares to look. So for now, this is Hovey Smith, the Idea Guy, wishing you good luck and good business. Goodbye, God bless, and see you next time.
To sign up as an author on the Prophet series of books, you can go to my website, www.hoveysmith.com, and make a $20 donation on the PayPal. An entrepreneur, now you need to make a $500 donation on the PayPal button, and you'll get an early look at the book. Now, I am the author of prize-winning books including Extreme Muzzleloading, Backyard Deer Hunting, Crossbow Hunting, and Practical Bow Fishing, which are all available as softcover and ebooks. Now, none of these books have anything to do with business, but what they do illustrate is, yeah, I know how to get the job done, and the diversity of my interest and willingness to write on a range of topics, which included 4 of the first books ever published on AIDS, 1 on regional architecture, 2 on geology, and others. Now, as diverse as these may be, none have earned significant money. The real money in the nonfiction book market is not on narrow, specialized topics, but on books that teach others how to reach their goals in business, health, and personal development. Good business and good luck. Goodbye, and God bless.